Welcome to Taz Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is August the 25th, 2024. I totally forgot AEW All In is coming up, and it was at 1 o'clock, so I forgot. I thought it was at night, but it's happened. It just happened. We got new champions. I'm sorry about my wet hair. I just had a shower. But we got new champions, and we got some returns. We got a lot of returns. And we got some debut. Technically we got one debuts. So, ladies and gentlemen, on the pre-show with Saraya, I guess he was having problems with her family, something like that. I didn't watch the pre-show, so she said she brought out her friend, and that's Jamie hates her. She made a return, and she has orange hair now, and she started beating up everybody. I think she was beating up Saraya's family as well. I don't know. I didn't see the pre-show very much. I don't have the pre-show matches on here. I got the main card, so I'm sorry, but I don't have the other matches. I know there was a whole bunch of multi-man match. There was tag teams, 8-man, I believe, something like that. Sammy Guevara was in one. If you guys didn't know, Sammy Guevara is the new Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions with Dustin Rhodes, if I didn't tell you guys that. They won it like 2 weeks ago on Ring of Honor. Something like that, or last week. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about AEW. We have big matches. We got Blackpool Combat Club. We have a ladder match for the Trios Championship. Blackpool Combat Club and PAC, they won the collusion match to get into this match. I don't know what's going on here. Why is Blackpool teaming up with PAC? I guess it's the replacement of John Moxley, just like he's doing with Odyssey Jones and Big E. They're doing with PAC as well to replace John Moxley. They face Christian Cage, Nick Wayne, and Killswitch versus the Bang Bang Gang versus the House of Black. And it was a pretty decent match. I did not see this part, but I guess Christian Cage and his team ran away like a bunch of babies. And they tried to run back in the ring and attack everybody when they were hurt. But it was a pretty decent match. Mama Rain, Wayne, whatever her name is, trying to get involved. I wasn't a big fan of that. It's like Vicky Guerrero trying to get the Money in the Bank briefcase for Dolph Ziggler one time. You're not a wrestler. We all know it's not going to be hot spots because it's you. You're not a wrestler. You can't do anything. So, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match and your new Trios Champions is the Blackpool Combat Club and PAC. Christian Cage didn't hold the Trios titles for a long time. Then we have Mariah May. Let's see if we have any returns on that. Nope. No returns during that match. Mariah May versus Toni Storm for the Women's World title. And ladies and gentlemen, the weirdest thing, she attacked Luther, and then she slapped her own mother. Why? I have no idea. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match and the new Women's World Champion, Mariah May. Is it a good push? Is it a good thing? I don't know. I think Mariah May does not deserve the title shot right away. But let's see what she could do as a champion. We got Hook versus Chris Jericho for the FTW in the FTW rules match. It was an okay match. I'm not a big fan of Chris Jericho right now. Hi guys. Not a big fan of it. Some people are loving it. Some people don't like it. I'm the person that doesn't like it. But ladies and gentlemen, Chris Jericho and his team was destroying Hook with weapons. We saw croquet, bats, and balls. We got a table. We got barbed wire. We got everything. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match and the new champion is Hook because of the help of his father, Taz, doing his submission while Hook was doing his submission on Chris Jericho as well. Then we had the Young Bucks versus FTR and the Acclaim in a triple threat tag team title match. I thought it was a pretty decent match. Even Billy Gunn got himself involved. It was a pretty decent match. Max Caster did everybody's signature. He did the EVP trigger with Matthew Jackson. And then he did the, what do they call it? Shattered Dreams. So it was a pretty decent match. There was near fall after near fall, but the winner of that match was still your champions, the Young Bucks. But Young Bucks were celebrating, and then here comes Grizzled Young Veterans coming out. I forgot what their names are now. They're not Grizzly Young Veterans. That was their WWE name. But ladies and gentlemen, they came out. Those say they want the Young Bucks, but the Young Bucks walked away, and the Grizzly Young Veterans attacked Cash Wheeler, one of the FTR guys. And they did say Young Bucks were coming for you guys soon. So they came out. We have the gauntlet match. Ladies and gentlemen, let's name the people that we had in this gauntlet match. We had Nigel McGuinness. Yes, a commentary guy just came to this match. Hey, we've seen Booker T do it in the Royal Rumble. We saw Pat McAfee do it as well. We saw Michael Cole do it. And Jerry the King Lawler. Why can Nigel McGuinness do the same thing? So Nigel was in there, and he was in his hometown in the UK. We got Zack Sabre Jr. making his return into this. And ladies and gentlemen, the rumors are right. He signed a contract for AEW. Ricochet made it to the AEW Casino Gauntlet match, and the guy was amazing. But ladies and gentlemen, I still think I'm excited to see Ricochet in AEW. But can they actually do something with him? Can they beat what WWE did for him? They actually let him win championships, have some great matches. Can AEW do something for Ricochet? But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Christian Cage. He won the gauntlet match because the last man, I don't know it was the actual last man because it was 21 guys. Christian Cage was not the last man, but Killswitch was. Luchasaurus. And it looks like Luchasaurus was about to beat up Christian Cage. But, ladies and gentlemen, he moved Christian Cage and he chokeslammed Kyle O'Reilly. And he put Christian Cage on top of Kyle O'Reilly. Christian Cage wins the match. He gets a guaranteed shot at the world title. I think at All Out, I think. Something like that. Speaking of signing a contract, ladies and gentlemen, Swerve Strickland signed a new contract for AEW. They had to put this on the pre-show. They had to put this on TV for some reason. I don't know why it's not a private thing. We got Will Ospreay versus MJF for the International Championship. I got the hiccups. Oh, God. We got Will Ospreay versus MJF for the International Championship. Well, it's the American Championship because MJF was the champion. But ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match. It was great, but the winner of that match was Will Ospreay because of the help of the return of Daniel Garcia. During the match, Daniel Garcia, I think MJF was about to cheat, but a hood guy came in, and ladies and gentlemen, it was Daniel Garcia. Thanks to Daniel Garcia, no more American Championship. We have the International Championship. Will Ospreay didn't want to touch the American Championship, so he brought back the International Championship. So that's pretty cool as well. Mercedes Moné versus Britt Baker for the TBS title. It was okay, I guess. It was okay. But the winner of that match, and still the champion, was Mercedes Moné. Camille tried to get herself involved, but Britt Baker did the Eddie Guerrero thing where you throw a weapon to the person, act like you got hurt by that person with the weapon. She got kicked out. Camille got kicked out. And the winner of that match was Mercedes Moné. She gets the win with her finisher. And then we got Jack Perry versus Darby Allin in a TNT Championship coffin match. It was a pretty decent match, but ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Jack Perry. He tied this man with tape around his waist. He grabs Darby Allin's belt around his waist, and he tied up his legs. So Darby can't use his arms, he can't walk, and then he shoves Darby Allin off the stage. It was a high stage. Into two tables, and then he put him in a body bag. And then he put him in the coffin. But Darby Allin looks like he was a zombie. He sat up and started screaming, and then he got a running knee into the face. And then he finally shuts the door. Jack Perry wins. And then here comes the Young Bucks with a gasoline tank. And then, ladies and gentlemen, they poured the gasoline in the coffin, and on top of the coffin, you see Jack Perry with a lighter. But the lights go out. Sting makes his return and attacks everybody. Jack Perry tried to hit him with a chair. Sting did not react. And Jack Perry ran and he abandoned the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks got a double Scorpion Death Drop. Sting made his return. I thought he retired. Why is he back? Even with Ricochet, he's supposed to be injured, and you couldn't give him a couple, like a month. He's supposed to be injured, but now he's not injured. I wonder what some of the Irwin things, how Ricochet worked out with AEW. I think he had a great debut. The guy was doing a whole bunch of flippy doos, crazy things. I think this guy will have some of the greatest matches in AEW with some of these wrestlers. Even the match I want to see is Ricochet versus Lio Rush, or those guys become a tag team. I would love to see it. I believe Matt Sydal is in AEW. Those guys were a tag team before. I just looked it up. They were a tag team. They could be a tag team again. I would love to see some of these things for Ricochet. But like I said, I want to see him actually get pushed, get stardom, be a star in AEW. He was a star in WWE. I don't know if AEW could beat it, but I'm hoping they don't. If they give him a championship and he loses it, don't make him be gone for months like they did with Keith Lee. We don't know where Keith Lee is. We don't know if he got, where is he? I would try to make an example here, but we don't know where this guy is. We had Swerve Strickland versus Bryan Danielson for the AEW World Championship. And this was the first time ever we saw Brie Bella at a AEW event. She was there in the audience, front row, with her children, because this is what Bryan Danielson's doing. He's doing it for his family. It was a pretty decent match. I thought it was a pretty good match. Back and forth, these guys were attacking every limb targets. But, ladies and gentlemen, at the end, Hangman Adam Page got involved. He was pushing every single security guards and all that stuff. But the winner of that match, and it's not his final countdown for that night, not for tonight's, but it could be for Wednesday nights if he vacates the title. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of that match and your new AEW World Champion, Bryan Danielson. Wow, crazy events. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. We still have Bash in Berlin for next week. We got Emergence happening. I believe No Mercy is at September. So we don't have that coming yet, because that's next month. But we do have 2 more pay-per-views, PLEs, coming to this month. And ladies and gentlemen, I saw some of the spoilers of NXT. A TNA star showed up, and I'm liking the allies. I hope these two become a tag team. Like we saw with Rascals, they were fighting on NXT, they were fighting on TNA, all together. They were all together, and I'm hoping this is a tag team that could go for the women's tag team titles, or maybe the TNA Knockouts tag team titles. That would be cool. I will tell you guys more about that when we get there, because I'm not going to spoil it. I kind of did when I said TNA star showed up, but that's fine. So, that's that, and I hope you guys are ready for No Mercy and other shows that's happening. Wrestling is going crazy. Ricochet is now in another promotion. Will he win championships? I could see him win a TNT title or a tag titles with somebody. Maybe a trios titles. I don't know about a world title, but I see him win those titles. That's all me today. If you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Taz out. Bye-bye.